Moonlight and Marble, Part 1, Saturday afternoon. And the full moonlight brightly shadows the past by night, with a desolate air scurrying on dark wings above the city's streets. The winds off the mountains and pines echo down the centuries of nothingness, and the moon rides high over crowded ways. Silent the airs stir with ages past, animos, known and mysterious, and we forget the yesterdays, not having any thought of future tomorrows sure to follow. A garden veranda in Retsina brings the pleasure which tortures to the quick. Faces same, yet different, produce memories better forgotten in their sudden pain. We walk down darkened streets like outcasts, searching for the next taverna, smiles brightened by sing-alongs to sitar and accordion. Lights are lonesome in a world of millions, where solitude secures from multitudes, and we forget ages past, those yet to exist. Living in a palace of antique and marble, a sickly sweet scent of jasmine floats in each Spartan room. Outside the day is bright. It is spring. The season has changed, and I wake from evening's shimmering magic. The terrace gardens are enlivened with sunny warmth and shrill lyrical notes. Strange birds twitter the trees fresh in bloom. Passing through the deep, late afternoon shade, I slowly ascend a smooth, stony path, leading ever upward to the dancing place. Finding a crag above the age-worn floor, I watch the sun's rays gradually lengthen, its orb drop beneath the grove of firs. Discover some gnarled and unknown tree, whose branches depend like a nymph's plush braids. Her makeover complete, she stands a great beauty, regally upon a boulder in a shady circlet of rock underneath the sheer graffiti cliff. Higher up, crowning a slanting and jagged climb, an imperial monument surveys her sylvan domain. Each bud adorns her chartreuse, soft and flowing hair, with a small and dim yellow golden floret. Far below the secluded pinnacle, above the treetops, white painted buildings stretch limitlessly to the far horizon. The waters of the bay lie to the south, where the hazy mountains of a near island loom through the sea mist, and lofty shelved heights range eastward, unscalable bulwarks against the city's slow and steady rise. Part 2, Balcony Dreams. The great one who loved Garbo the scientist frowns at me from the cover of his poems, and I take solace in my first attempts to read from an artsy absinthe lusher. That peerless critic, ageless of the sea and autumn grove, knew my deteriorating disease as well. A strange life, haunted by stars and nightingales. The view outside my window each day looks ever more like a painter's landscape. Sunburnt walls, useless porches, and palm fronds. But the language isn't French. It's pure Greek, not vulgar Latin with bow inflections. The French, I love the French because they know, or at least they did, not so long ago, another reality beyond sense. Yew trees from the tropics ornament the curb, Music drifts up from the pub on the village square, and quietly lamps blink on in sequence down the hill. The neighborhood accordionist makes his way along the street. Carnival music softly calls through the night. Part 3. Misadventures with a Naiad. I searched many times better than I should. Excusez-moi, but I didn't know the Kremlin was so hot. I'm Muscovite. Way back. Lenin and Trotsky, were they here, wouldn't have anything on me. The chairman? Ah, damn it anyway. Love that wicked thing. Hermaphrodite paradise and pit of black hell. I'm up for the sacrifice. Where's it at? Love that stuff. Turn it my way. That ought to be naughty. Dedicated to whom? Get your hands off the Ouija board. Darn luck. Danced a real Romanian vampira. Bleached blonde hair, sporting a scarlet knit. Escaped alive after long argument. Funny thing was, she had 3 Russian friends, bled me dry, all disguised as strippers. How was I to know? Back at the palace, finally, after wandering the streets. The morning light was harsh in my weak state. Collapsed in bed, slept for 2 short days. Awoke much depleted of blood, and strength was slow to return. The smell of orchids clings to my skin, and all my reason is awash in perfume. Part 4. Idolatry by Starlight. Love dwells lone in the kingdom of the damned, an impossible effort, unreachable, always looking backwards, Gorgon's close. She's a maiden shielded behind her mask, has snaky hair that writhes, coils, and is sly. It seems I am forever some years too late, and the statues grin mischievously, mute, withholding their darkly warped spells. Once hexed, and you become like them, stoned, immersed in a silence with wonder, and without reprieve from Song of Orpheus. Better to have never seen her veiled smile, though you know that is not really the truth. Your new desire burns and consumes always in a myriad unrealizable ways. Her face is beauty, the limit of dreams, as 2 fellow lost travelers once said. The doomed lie outside the town gate, with gulfs of centuries to wear away, to slow waste and thirst as you know them now. Hear this curse, be the old seer Tiresias, or worse, vexed as wise Oedipus was to his strange, forbidden, maternal love. What phantoms are hidden in this dire chasm, involuted, twisted, spirits spiral up the forgotten cavern, in the air, burning ever skyward to distances bright, where spheres flame the shining zodiac in one luminous vortex of music. A message written in the stars a while, the age of gold, was slowly eclipsed, to be read by mortals of baser metal. A safeguard against future catastrophe, so exact, you believe my oracle? Astrology doubtful? read the night stars. Are we talking apples or oranges here? I've had plastic oranges appended to trees lining the streets outside the new palace, so deliciously ripe the desire is, pity the poor haggard who does bite.